Hey, this is Rick from Outdoor Emergencies at hikingemergencybeacon.com, and today I'm out with a brand new eTrex SE. It's from Garmin, and I'm going to do a review on it today. I've been checking it out and doing some research, but this is my first time out with it. But before I tell you about it and show you what it can do, please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as I put out new videos. Well, you can see I have two devices on me today. One, again, is the Garmin eTrex SE, and the other one is the Garmin inReach Messenger. And the main reason I want to start off with this is because the eTrex SE will not communicate. You cannot call for SOS or two-way message, but you can with the Messenger. So this site, as I've said in another video, my site here at Hiking Emergency Beacon is about search and rescue, two-way messaging, being able to get help when you're outside of cell service and you have a life-threatening emergency. And sometimes it may not be life-threatening, but you need help or you need to communicate with people. That's what this site is about. So I have to carry two devices when I have something like the SE. But the reason I'm out here to test this today is because I've had several subscribers that said, hey, will you test and research the eTrex SE? And I said, well, sure. So that's why I'm out here. But again, this is not really one of the primary devices that I use. But let's get into it and check it out and see what it can do. So the first thing about this real quick is it has a spine adapter on it, and it connects to this Garmin backpack tether, and I'll have a link in the description below for the backpack tether. But that is one nice thing. I do like that it came with it. Now, I will say that the inReach Messenger, it's basically a lanyard. It doesn't have a tether on it or a spine adapter to put the backpack tether or attach it with a backpack tether. So I don't really like how this attaches that well, but this is great. I'm glad they did that. Let me just show you one other thing real quick. If you want to, put new batteries in, and you cannot, this is not rechargeable. You can put rechargeable batteries in, but there's a little clip here on the back, and you open it up, and there's two AA batteries. And also, this is where you would plug it in if you needed to update or maybe sync or I guess, I'm not sure if you can recharge through this or not, if you had rechargeable batteries, not sure about that. But it's really easy to put it back on, and again, this little clip right here, and you just twist it and then put it down, and it's simple to get in and out of. All right, so I'm gonna put it back on my backpack tether. I'll tell you what, these backpack tethers are the best way to go with some of these, many of these devices. All right, so first of all, I gotta turn it on. There's a power button on the top, and there's basically an OK and a return button on the side, and then an up and down arrow on the other side. Now, this is very similar to the Garmin inReach Mini 2, at least those two devices. All right, the eTrex SE is on, but before I go into it much more, I want to tell you that one nice thing about this is it actually works and syncs with the Garmin inReach, or not inReach, but the Garmin Explorer app. So the first thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go in and I'm going to check my devices. Now the eTrex shows up here. It says sync in progress. It says it's connected, so that's all. I always check that. Make sure you do that. If you're going to sync and with Bluetooth and use your phone, your smartphone, then make sure you check it and make sure it's connected. So it's connected, and again, it's syncing. I'm not sure if it's going to sync since I'm outside of Wi-Fi and cell service. I don't know if it syncs over satellite, but that doesn't matter. I've already updated it, synced everything, checked everything last night, so I'm good to go. So that works. I will say there's one issue that I'm seeing at the moment. Normally it updates really quick. Now I had just turned this on, but where it indicates I am on the map on my phone right here is not where I am. It's a good half mile, maybe a mile, probably over a mile away from here. So that's one thing I've got a little concern about, but it does show it's synced. We'll give it a few minutes to talk to the satellites and make sure it knows where it's at. But I just want to tell you real quick that this does sync with the Explorer app, and well, okay, there you go. So now it woke up, it knows where it's at, and it shows me right where I am today here. So that's good. I was a little bit concerned right there, but sometimes you have to wait for it to communicate with the satellites. All right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come back behind the camera so you can see the eTrex SE, the screen, because as I was looking around on the Garmin site and on the device itself, I cannot see where to get screenshots at. So if you know that, please leave a comment below to let me know how to get a screenshot off of this, because at this point I can't tell. So I'm just going to show you it as I come back behind here and we'll look at it together. All right, I hope you can see that okay. There's going to be a little bit of reflection here, but it's early morning. Oh, there's Ranger in the background or in the foreground. He's my dog, my buddy that I come out with and go hiking quite a bit. So let's see. So there's tracking. So if you use these arrows, there's tracking, save, navigate, satellite, weather, and notifications, stopwatch, settings, and edit. Now, I do want to tell you real quick that under edit here, if you hit OK, you can then add things to, see it says edit main menu, and you can add things. Now it just shows the order that they are on the main menu, and you can come down here to add. And there's other things you can add: area calculations, geocaching, moon phase, project, waypoint, yeah, and sight and go, sunrise, sunset, waypoint averaging. So there's several things you can add here. So you hit the back arrow to get back out of that. And I just wanted to show you that real quick. Now on the settings, let's take a look at this real quick. You've got the weather, and let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, that was moving it around. So I was editing the main menu. I want out of that. All right, so that was under edit. So make sure, you know, it's nice because you can move these menu items around. But let's go look at, I want to go look at settings real fast to see what's going on. So there's recording, and there's smart, activity, type, hiking, auto start on. I normally don't like, oh, it's not on. No, it is on, sorry. It's on. I normally don't have auto start on. Auto pause on. And let's see, auto save never. Trip recording, data reset. So just going to run through some of these things here. Geocaching, I don't use geocaching. I may in the future, but I don't right now. So again, under settings, map, I always do orientation, track up, and then auto zoom is on. Waypoint show, geocaches, show cities, show courses, hide courses. Now I don't know if I like that. Oh, it's off. See, you see these other icons here have a gray, they're gray. Well, this one, hide courses, is off. So yeah, I wouldn't want to hide those. And then recording, show, dashboard, etc. So let's go back and look what else we have here. We have phone, status connected, notifications on, forget phone. We don't want to forget the phone right now because we are testing. System, what's on the system? Expedition mode. Now, see, the Garmin Inrush Mini 2 does not have expedition mode, but this does. I normally don't use it, but if you're on a long outdoor adventure, I would probably use the expedition mode. It'll save battery. But when you have it on expedition mode, at least as the 67i works, you can't get Bluetooth. So if you're wanting to look at your phone or something like that, look at the maps on the phone, or message on your phone, you wouldn't be able to do it. Well, in fact, you couldn't message on your phone because this does not message. Now there's satellites, and so it's on multi-GNS right now. I can go GPS only and demo mode. So I like the multi-GNS, and display brightness 50%, and the display has a timeout of 2 minutes. Normally you'd probably have it on 15 seconds or 30 seconds, but since I'm out here and doing research and field testing, I don't want it to time out on me. So we'll get back out of that. Language, waypoints, menus, and this here, oh, this is, so edit main menu is another way to edit the main menu. And then at a glance, there's a way here to do at a glance, and then you can put the things in here you want at the glance. Now, I'm not sure exactly how to do the at a glance. We'll look at it here in a minute, see if I can figure that out. And but it might be hitting the OK button, or this the OK button here, or the power button. I'm not sure. So these are the things that are on at a glance, and we'll get back out of this. All right, we're going to get out of here. Let's go just look at the rest of this. It's a battery type, alkaline, units, time, compass, position format, course trends, auto, USB mode, MTP, software updates, check for updates. Okay, so there's the reset also. Then there's the about. So starting back at the top, let's see, what was the recording again? Smart method, I think we looked at that. Yeah, we did. And geocaching map. And all right, so let's get back out of there. And let's go up. We can go the other way here. Make sure we're not in edit. So tracking. So right now, so it says tracking. This has got a course or something on it right now, or it tracked on my way in. I'm actually not sure. It's actually pointing, no. That is maybe an old track or something. Anyway, so if I hit OK, it says tracking controls and pan, zoom, navigate, mark waypoint, edit, data fields, change dashboard. So we're going to get back out of here, and then they're saved. What's under saved? Waypoints, courses, activities. So these courses actually, there's the Mini 2 navigation. That's one that I had yesterday, had navigated by and tested. So let's get back out because I'm going to navigate. Let's do navigate last. We're going to look at satellites real quick. And here's what's great. It shows all the satellites in the sky. Now you can look at different ones here. Now what is, okay, this is the first one was GPS, and there's a lot of satellites up there. It says 10, accuracy 10. And then there's the GLONASS or GLONASS, I don't know how you pronounce that. But anyway, these are the ones that there's Galileo and OZSS, and there wasn't any on that. And so anyway, there's several satellites, and you can see what it's looking at or seeing at the time. And then there's weather. Let's check weather real quick. It's updating. It's failed to send the forecast request. Try again. Let's try that. And let's see if it actually works. It's failed to send, and I'm not sure why. Again, I'm going to come out here more later, and we're going to do some field tests, or we're going to do a playlist of this, so we don't have to know everything today. I just wanted to show you some things here. There's notifications, and you know, I didn't think this actually communicated, so I'm not sure about that. So there's messages here. So again, there's some things I need to learn more about this. There's stopwatch. We don't need that right now. And then back to settings. So let's go back up to navigate. All right, so there's navigate, there's waypoints, courses, activities, geocache, cities, coordinates, sight and go, and then we're back to waypoints. So we are going to go look at courses right now. Now this was the Mini 2 course that I had created yesterday. I'm going to select it, and let's just see what it does. There, it shows it right there, and then at the top it says OK, and there's those 3 bars at the top that means there's something else. Well, the OK is what shows on the screen is what these buttons do, and then there's the up and down arrow over here. So we're going to hit this top OK button to get those 3 bars. So it says go in reverse, view on map. And so we are actually not going to hike this today, and because it actually it starts in a different location, but I want to view it on map. And so you can see now I have 2 tracks there. One is, I think, taking me back to my house, and I was trying to delete that, but it still shows up. And then you can see the course I created yesterday, and if I wanted to, I could track or navigate by that. Well, let's go. I do want to go hit on that real quick, because one thing I want to see is if it'll track back here. So let's just hit go. And so, you know, here it gives me the speed, heading, and, you know, let me just walk up here real quick, and I'm going to see if it actually tracks back. I'm going to leave my camera right here, and I'm just going to walk up here for a minute, and let's see what kind of notifications it gives me if I'm off course, or, you know, if what happens if I stop. Will it say track back? Okay, so what was great about that is I did stop navigating. You can see it here. And then it gave me an option to go back to start and to track back. So I did track back. So I'm gonna hit OK again and stop navigating because I'm navigating back to this point here. All right, so it says Explorer navigation has stopped. I'm gonna back out of that. Let's just take a look at the options. Edit data fields, change dashboard, map settings, see tracking controls, and it says pause. So I have started tracking, and then it says save, back to start, discard. So we are going to pause, and then we're going to save, just in case I need to access it. Now here it says name, and it says type, hiking, and done. So this is nice because right here, it takes a little bit to arrow up and down, but I can go through here and give it a unique name. But I'm not gonna do that right now. So we're just gonna go down to done, accept the name that says the date and the time. It says saving. All right, let's get back out of that. So you can see on the map, it has, you know, you can see some tracks, and if there was a course, you would see the course as I already showed you. And it has, you know, there's a lot of things. This right now you can see it's a gray screen. It's a black and white. It doesn't have any color, and it doesn't have topo. But it does have topo if you access it or use it in combination with the Explorer app. I'm just going to go back here to courses real fast. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to hit on the Mini 2 navigation I set up yesterday. And I just want to be able to just show you one more time as I spin back around here and talk to you and wrap this up. So we're going to hit, let's see, let's go in reverse. Let's just do something a little different. All right, there's the course. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. All right, as you can tell, I still have a lot to learn about this SE, but before we jump off this and wrap it up, I just want to run back in here and look at what you can see on the Explorer app, because it is synced. And so if you want to use it, and in fact I would do it this way because I do mostly day hikes and it's about convenience. So if I wanted to navigate here, I would have this connected to my phone. And the other thing is this Garmin inReach Messenger, it's also connected to my phone. So if I go out of this real quick and I go over to this other app that's the Messenger app, and I go in and look at it and say on devices, it says inReach Messenger, it says it's not connected. Well, it's probably not connected because it's not turned on. Well, let's power it on. And on this inReach Messenger, you know, this video is not about it, but let's talk about it real quick. So the power button's on the side, we're going to turn it on. There is arrows on both sides on the bottom and an OK button. So the buttons are like the SE or the eTrex SE and the Mini 2, but they are in different locations. All right, so now the Messenger is on. So now I can go back into my Messenger app. It says it's connected. And now I can go ahead and get weather here. Now I can get weather on the Explorer app with the eTrex SE, but now there's messages that I can get through the Messenger app. And I have SOS. That's why I would carry both devices. You know, if I only had this one, I would go get the Messenger to be able to communicate. Now, there is this question I would say bring up is, well, why would you have the eTrex SE and also the inReach Messenger? Why wouldn't you just go with, say, the Garmin inReach Mini 2 that can both navigate and call for help, SOS, and two-way message? Or the Garmin GPS Map 67i, it's an all-in-one device. And again, it does everything from messaging, SOS, and navigating. And it's really good at navigating. So that's what I would just say to ask, you know, say for you to look at is, you know, if you already have one of these, then I think you should add something like the Messenger. If you have the Messenger and you want to be able to navigate and this doesn't do everything you want, then you may want to look at the SE. But I prefer to have one device. So that's it for today. It's a kind of a rough start to checking this out, but I wanted to show it to you, and I'm still learning about it. I will break these down into playlists of each thing. So I was navigating, you know, it had the notifications, so I don't know what the notifications is. Yeah, can it message some way, or is it just getting notifications from Garmin maybe? I don't know the answer to that, and if you do, please leave a comment below. But I just wanted to show it to you. I wanted to get out here and test it and a little bit, and to show you how it works with the phone on the Explorer app. And then what my recommendation is, if you only have this, you probably want to add some way to communicate when you're off-grid, outside cell service. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as I put out new videos. And if you'd like to support Hiking Emergency Beacon, there's a link in the description below. Well, thanks for joining me out here in Colorado once again, and I will see you in the next video.